A Shreveport man will compete in the U.S. Paralympic team trials this summer, and his story of how he got this far is amazing. Scott Wells hopes his experiences will help you overcome whatever holds you back in life. Tonight I go in depth. He was all-district in baseball at Airline High School, got a scholarship to pitch at Southern Arkansas University. He fired Tomahawk cruise missiles during Operation Desert Storm in the Iraq War. And he was a search and rescue swimmer during his 10 years with the Navy. Then his life changed in an instant. July 20th, 1999, Scott Wells was a corrections officer assigned to a litter detail on an interstate in South Carolina. A drunk driver slammed into his van in the median.
And the next thing that I remember, they were cutting me out of the van.
Scott lost the use of his legs. His marriage fell apart. Depression set in. Then one day he decided it was time to get on with his life. When I interviewed Scott 7 years after the crash, this was his philosophy.
To help people, that's what everybody should be, I think, gearing their lives to help their fellow man.
Now, 10 years later, that philosophy is a mission. Scott has spent that time getting faster and faster at adaptive cycling, and he's pulling others into the sport. This summer, he'll race in national and world competitions.
The main race that I'm focusing on this year is, of course, the Olympic trials, because that's the one that they choose of which cyclists will be going to Rio de Janeiro.
While Scott trains for the Paralympic trials, when he's not logging 250 miles a week on the roads, he's helping others. Through his nonprofit, Independence Regained, Scott teaches adaptive cycling, things like how to transfer from a wheelchair to a hand cycle.
And just get them out there, get them acclimated to the bikes, show them teach them the different skills and everything of bike handling, and get them back out there and show them that they can still live their lives and enjoy the beautiful countryside.
He's also a certified life coach and motivational speaker with a message he's proved works.
Whatever that circumstance is, you've got to learn to accept it, you've got to adapt, and then you've got to overcome it.
I asked Scott what his life would be like now if he hadn't made the decision to get on with his life.
Well, I know what my life would be like. It would be miserable. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, no question. And that's no way to live. God gives us the ability to do whatever we set our minds to do. He wants us to be the greatest we can be, and it's all about adapting and overcoming.
Scott's adaptive cycling classes are free. I've put information on ktbs.com, as well as info on the 5th annual Cycling for Independence event to benefit his nonprofit. Scott says he's also working to get a neurological rehabilitation center in Shreveport-Bossier.